Hi all, welcome to chair yoga. I only normally teach this on retreat, but I thought I'd make a video and share it with you as I really enjoy it. So grab yourselves a chair. I like to put mine on my mat so it saves my floor and it stops the chair slipping around on the floor, so it makes it nice and safe. Okay, so have your chair ready, your back straight, ribs forward, relax the shoulders down. Just let the hands rest gently onto the thighs, spread the toes, and take your awareness to your breath. Let's center ourselves, bring ourselves ready for our practice ahead. Breathe into your belly space. As you inhale, allow your belly to expand, and as you exhale, gently draw your belly muscles in. Inhale. Exhale. Let go of the day. Let go of anything else in the mind. While we connect with the breath, we're learning to quieten the mind. Now start to deepen the breath. Take it up to a two-part breath. So after the belly expands, the ribs expand. A little more energizing. Ribs closing back in together. Draw the belly in to empty the lungs. Try to hear the breath releasing using the valve at the back of the nose. It's a gentle hissing sound, Ujjayi breath. One more breath. And now let's take some full yogic breaths together, energizing our body, ready for the work ahead, filling the lungs right to the top. Exhaling slowly and completely. 2 more. And 1 more. And we're ready to begin. Keeping your feet nice and firm. Bring the feet forwards until your knees are stacked directly on top of your ankles. Brace your core just a little bit. Draw your belly muscles in so you're nicely engaged in your core, and roll the front of the body open. Take the hands to the side of the chair. Now we're going to work with the breath. Inhale, take the right arm up. Now as you exhale, bend this left elbow and reach straight over. And then inhale, left side, and exhale. Continuing with your breath. So I'm taking quite a firm hold of my chair. So inhale into the left side. So now I can take the weight into the right hand, bend that right elbow, and continue to reach straight up. So get a lovely side body lengthen with the breath. Inhale. See if you can make that right set of ribs move with that inhale, and then feel the side body lengthen. Remember, stretching is cleansing as we're pushing all of that toxic waste into the lymph system. So we take the time after our session to drink about a pint of water and allow the body to deal with this toxic waste naturally through the process of elimination. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 1 more each side. Now we're going to start to do cat to cow on our chair. I'm just going to turn a little to make it easier for you to see me. Okay, so bringing the hands. So we want to come right to the edge of the seat for this. Again, checking knees on the ankles. Now inhale, push the ribs forward, crown of the head rises, and then exhale, round the back and tuck the chin. Inhale, ribs forward. Feel that curve in the lower back. Push the hands into the thighs to support you, and then draw the belly in and round. Start from the bottom of the spine, move from the bottom all the way up up to the top, shoulders down away from the ears, and then exhale, draw the belly in, rounding down and tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. So we're paying as much attention to our breath as to our asanas, our yoga postures. Yoga without the breath is merely exercise. So inhale. Pay attention to your breath. Follow the breath. Pay attention to your practice. This is mindful practice. Remember, yoga's main aim is to still the mind. One more, inhale. And exhale. Coming back to your regular seat on your chair. Let's get rid of some tension in the neck. Take the left arm over the head. Bring the left ear down to the left shoulder. Take the right arm away from the body, palm down. And then reach. Be strong but smooth. So we're increasing that lengthening, releasing any stress or tension held within the neck and the shoulder. Oh, that feels good. And release, other side. So take it up, be really smooth with this part, and now we can be strong once the head has gone its furthest point. Be strong with the arms and reach apart. Feel those fibers lengthen down the side of the neck, coming into the top of the shoulder. Oh, that feels good. One more point. Interlace the fingers. Now tuck the chin and start to C shape and round the body. Hands in the middle of the head and drop the elbows. Now allow the head to take the weight of the arms. Draw the belly right back and round, and then start to gently draw your elbows towards your hips. Relax your jaw. So you want to feel that at the base of the neck and the top of the back. And release. Let's take a couple of breaths more. Inhale, bring the shoulders right up to the ears. Let go. Two more, inhale. And one more. Detoxifying breath. And let's begin our practice. So move a little further back onto the chair and start to take the legs out to the side. Now we're going to turn, we want to ground the outside of this left foot into the mat. You might have you might need a cushion on your chair maybe. So we want this right knee to be on the ankle and in line with the middle toe. So we're slightly supported so we can stay here a little longer. Now this knee wants to sag in the middle. Try to ground the outer edge of that foot. So this leg is now strong. Recheck in with that leg on the side and bring the shoulders square on forwards. Take the arms up, shoulders down, reach the arms apart, shoulders down, and turn the head. Whoops, foot slipping a little. Should have put another mat down. Turn the head to look over that right middle finger. Keep grounding the outer edge of this left foot. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. You should feel a tiny little lift off the chair. Maybe you could turn the head a little more. Slow, smooth, conscious breath. Let's take a couple more breaths. One more breath. And well done, release. You can see that even with this support of the chair, that's tough work. Before we do the other side, let's do a little bit with the upper body. So come to the top of the front of your seat. We're going to take a little grip with the hands onto the chair, feet hip width apart. Now I want you to use your upper body weight and your abdominals to push up and then come down. So pull your belly back towards your spine. Push your arms into the chair. Ribs forward so the spine is long. Draw the belly back. Try not to take any of the weight in the feet. So pushing up. So you're just gently lifting your bottom and releasing, but without using the legs. Lift up and down. Lift up and down. Inhale and exhale, working in our arm strength. Inhale and exhale. Now our legs are ready to go on the other side. Okay, so let's work towards. So we want to turn this left knee out and then grounding. Try to get the back arch to line with the front heel. Okay. And then find that space where you can have a little assistance from the chair, and then encourage the shoulders to the square on forwards, and then ground the outer edge of that back foot into the mat and turn the head to look over that middle finger of your left hand. Strong, straight, grounded back leg. Now squeeze the inner thighs together. You should feel a little elevation off the chair. Try to hold with strong legs and soft breath. Imagine a tube from the base of the spine to the crown of the head and breathe along it. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, we got this. 2 more. One more breath. And well done. Bring the legs back in. It's not easy, is it? It's tough work. So, ribs forward. Let's do a couple of rounds of cow to cat. Again, let me turn a little diagonal just for this part. Let's get some movement within the spine. So, inhale, ribs forward. Exhale, and round down. Inhale. Exhale. And we're ready to move on. Let's do a nice deep chair twist. It's great to do twists on the chair because you're really, really nicely supported. So making sure that your hips, your knees are square facing forwards. And then take your right arm behind. Using the left hand onto the chair. Inhale, ribs forward. Now you can use the chair to lever yourself around. That lovely deep spinal twist. Inhale, ribs forward. Exhale. Holding onto the chair wherever it feels most comfortable. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you could turn the head a little more. And release. Roll the shoulders. And let's take that to the other side. So bringing the left arm behind. I've taken mine behind the top part of the chair because it feels comfortable. Find a space on your chair that feels comfortable, okay, so that you can use as a lever. Keep the hand away from the knee. If you can reach the chair, take the chair. If you can't, use the thigh, okay. Inhale and then exhale. Imagine you're wrapping your rib cage around your spine. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, wrap. Inhale and exhale. And release. And now just round down. Just relax your whole upper body onto your thighs. And take your awareness to this space just above your hips into your lower back.
And breathe into that space. And release, uncurl.
Nice and firm seat, knees on the ankles, and then bring your right leg forward. Now draw your belly in towards your spine. Now if you need to, you can hold on to your chair and then lift off the left. If you're feeling strong, open the chest and point the fingers down, keep working into your core. Change the legs. So remember, you can hold on to your chair if you need to. You can have one foot on the floor if you need to. Feel that strength, feel that warmth building in your body. Just a couple more. And release. Take 2 very slow breaths into the belly. And now we're going to come, now we've got that warmth in the thighs, we're going to come into our seated figure of 4. So take the right foot onto the left thigh, flex the foot so it's facing to the side, and resist the ankle of the foot on the thigh so it opens out to the side. Now you should already start to feel an opening on this right leg here, all around the glute and the outside of the thigh. You can use your hands onto the chair to give you a nice long spine and helps with the resistance and opening out the leg. Now for some of you, this is going to be enough. If this is challenging, stay here and stay with the breath. Otherwise, keep your hands on the chair behind you and start to lean forward. Tuck the chin, but draw the head back so the back of the head is in line with the tailbone, and ease forwards. You need to be able to relax all around the cheek of the bum and the outer thigh onto this right side. Nice deep glute stretch. Stay with it and breathe into that space. Send the breath to any tight spots. And release. That feels good. Onto the other side, taking the left across. So resist. Flex the foot so it faces to the side and then open out the leg to the side. Check. Knee and ankle. Otherwise we creep the foot forwards. We want to keep that alignment. The hip, the knee, and down to the ankle and in line with the middle toe. How are we doing? Then lift up. So for some of you, this is going to be enough. You're going to feel an opening here, all around the cheek of the backside, into the outer thigh. Lead with the ribs if you're coming forwards. Tuck the chin, draw the head back. Seated figure of 4. And release. Now coming back to our arms. We turn to the side again, just a little bit. So like we just did with the lift off the chair, otherwise you can bring the feet off and we can lift all the way up. Draw the belly in and push so we can have our little Lolasana here. Now, this might not be for you, so you come back to the one we did, the precursor, the exercise that makes you strong enough to get into that position is pushing the arms up and bringing yourself up onto your feet. So you're either coming up and down. Oh, warm now. Let's taken a while. So you're either coming up and down, using the weight of the arms. Otherwise, we're here. And we can add a little swing like a lolasana. And release. Well done. Ready to stand? Let's bring it up. I'm going to move my chair a little bit and work sideways on. You're going to get a nice long spine. Step back from your chair. Push the ribs down. You want to feel a really nice stretch. Keep sending the sit bones back. Push the ribs down, tuck the chin. Now breathe along the spine. Imagine a tube from the base of the spine to the crown of the head and breathe along it. As you exhale, send the sit bones back a little more. And then bend the knees and come up. So we're coming into Virabhadrasana 3. So what we're going to do is we can either place the hands onto the chair and step back, dropping the hip down, lifting up. So we're going to be able to stay in this posture for just a little bit longer, and you don't have to worry about the balance. Try to look for the hip alignment. So holding on to the back of your chair. I need to have a little more movement around here with my belongings so I can fit in. So pushing the ribs down. Now drop that left hip down and lift it. Now on that standing leg, the right leg, lift the knee up to the hip. So we're looking for our alignment. Coming as high in the posture as serves you. Nice long straight back leg, ribs down. And then release. Taking the ribs forward. Push your hands down onto the chair, looking for a lovely curve here, strengthening through the back. Ribs forward, shoulders down away from the ears, and send the sit bones back. And then come back to your flat spine. Walk back with the feet this time, taking the right leg out behind. Maybe you've got a little bit more space than me and yours. I move all my furniture out of the way when people come for the yoga retreats. Drop the right hip down and then ribs down, lengthen. Don't worry about balance. Look for alignment and stay with the breath. Breathe. Release. Well done. So instead of having to come all the way down for our forward bend, we can rest on our chair. So we can either have straight legs, soft knees, and we can rest. So we can let the head drop. We can get that lengthening, keep lifting up through the sit bones. Allow the neck to decompress. And breathe. Just hang around here and breathe. You can have a softness in the knees if you need to. If there's tightness in the lower back, then bend the knees. Just breathe. Soothing the nervous system, straightening, lengthening through the hamstrings. Get nice and broad in the upper back.
2 more breaths. Bend the knees and release.
I'm going to try a plank, okay? So we should be able to get a really nice 3/4 plank by holding onto our chair. So you can grip with your fingers coming through the back of the chair and then take your legs back, okay? Now draw your belly, push the forearms in. So you want your shoulders back away from your ears, lengthen the heels away. Draw your belly back to your spine and hold. Tuck the chin, draw the back of the head back in line with your tailbone. Now stay with the breath. Breathe. Working into the shoulders as well with our forearms, pushing firmly. Keep pushing the forearms into your chair. Let's take 2 more breaths. Bend the knees and step in. Now we're going to come to a pyramid using our chair to help support and balance. Okay, so take your left leg back and turn the toes out, the left foot out towards the left, just about 30 degrees. And then bring your right foot forward. So we're coming into a pyramid. And now square your hips. Make sure you can move your hips so you're squaring your hips so you're nice and square to your chair. Tip the weight forward so the weight is forward on this front foot into the ball of the foot. So you're lifting up through the back of the leg. And then send the sit bones back into a pyramid. Make sure you've got that lovely stretch in the armpits. Reach the arms forward. Now spread the fingers. We want as much opening in every part of the body as we can. Try to square your hips so that facing towards your chair. Now breathe. Bend the knees. Step it in. Now round into an angry cat. Drop the head. Breathe into the upper back. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Come on, make them count. And release. Now step your right foot back, turn the right toes out a little. So you're stepping back about 1.5 footsteps. Turn the right foot out just between 20 to 30 degrees, just a small amount that your knee is comfortable. And bring the left foot a little further forward. And then tip the weight to the ball of the foot on this left foot and square your hips. Move the feet, just to let the feet be natural. Don't overthink them. They need to be comfortable. So we're drawing this left thigh back, right hip forward, and then send the sit bones back. Nice long arms. Sending the sit bones back, ribs down, spread the fingers. Now breathe. One more breath. And release. Bend the knees. Come down onto the floor. So you're going to have your chair behind you. So we're going to do a version of Ustrasana, the camel. Come right back towards the chair and have your knees hip width. So you can push your feet out a little if you want to grip onto the chair. Now we want the hips stacked above the knees, so encourage the hips forward. Start to roll open the fronts of the shoulders. Push your hands into your chair and lift and start to curve back. Now you might be able to come down on to the elbows. Depends how your back's feeling today. My back is a little tight this week, so I'm going to go with how my back feels today. Lift the chest and bend the elbows and come back a little. If your body says, you can come on to the elbows. Keep encouraging the hips forward. Opening. Roll the shoulders open. Lift the top of the chest. Maybe you're here with the hands on the chair. Little engagement on the glutes if you get any discomfort in the lower back. So give those bum cheeks a little squeeze if you need to. And release. And then turn around. Lovely long spine. Walk back. Push the ribs down. And release. So now we're coming down onto the floor. Just going to move my mat a little. I think this is probably the best way for you to see this next one. So we're going to come into a bridge. So we're going to come down onto the floor, nice and close to our chair, and we're going to place the feet. So we want to lift up a little bit. So we're actually, the feet want to be pushing down. So we're not pushing the chair away from us. So we're going to come up and then we get all the benefits of a shoulder stand and a bridge. A lot more comfortable. Just make sure your feet are pushing down. Otherwise, if you start to push back, you'll feel your chair move away. Wiggle the shoulders under a little and tuck the chin. So this is regulating our blood pressure, improving our posture, massaging the thyroid and the parathyroid. And it should feel pretty comfortable. Breathe into your belly space. Oh, that's good. And then roll down through the spine. Bring the bum nice and close to the chair. And try to get the small of the back. So lift up the pelvis, plant the small of the back, tuck the chin back and the neck as long. Take a few breaths here. And then release. Roll onto your left side and come up. And we can get a really nice inner thigh stretch here and use our chair as support. So we take the legs and we lift up and ease forwards. And then we can use, depends which part of the chair serves you better. So depends how tall you are, how you're feeling, so you can use which part of the chair serves you. And you can use the chair to ease you forward. Try to get a long spine. We don't want to be round and hunchy. We want to lift up. If you have problems with the lower back, then pop your bottom onto a block or a cushion and it will help with the curve of the pelvis to help you get a little bit of a lift in the lower back. So you can ease forwards. Nice long spine. Now stay with the breath. Pull back the toes. So we inhale and the back expands. As we exhale, we should be able to increase a little, come forwards.
legs in together. Stick a little round down. And release, come up. So let's come back into our seat and do some breath work together. So back into your seat. Helps you to be able to keep that really nice long spine. It's fantastic to use a chair for meditation if you have lower back issues, because you can get that lovely long spine, relax the shoulders down. It's a perfect and beautiful position for meditation or breath work. So let's practice some Nadi Sudhana breath work together. So bringing one hand to the face, whichever one is more comfortable for you. And we're going to call it the ring finger because you know which one I mean, and the thumb, either side of the nostril. And then the other two fingers can be placed between the eyebrows. Okay, this is Ajna, the third eye. Now we breathe in through both nostrils. As we exhale, we close with the thumb side and exhale. Inhale through the ring side. Close off the nostril and exhale through the thumb side. Inhale. Close and change. Continue with your own length of breath. So after the inhale, we close and change. Slow, smooth, conscious breathing. So if you continue with your breath, so Nadi Sudhana breath is an equalizing breath. We're balancing the left-hand side of the brain with the right. The left-hand side of your brain is the logical side, and the right hand is the emotional. The right nostril is responsible for the left side of the brain, and vice versa. So we've done all of this practice this morning, bringing our body and mind into harmony. And this breath does the same for the brain. Bringing the brain into balance and harmony. The next time you exhale through the left nostril, finish this round of breath. Now you can either stay exactly as you are here, seated on the chair. Maybe you prefer a Shavasana, where you lie on the floor, on your back and completely relax. If your chair's big enough and your body's going to give it to you today, you can sit on your chair, cross legs. Ribs forward, back straight. Let's just take a few moments to signify the end of our practice. Nice, slow, conscious breath.
2 more very slow breaths together. By the way, that noise you can hear is my dog snoring, it's not me. Bringing your hands to your heart. Thank you for joining me for this practice, and I hope you liked. Let me know if you like the chair yoga, and I can do some more videos. Anyway, let's bow the head to the wisdom of the heart and namaste. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.